Chinese military warns U.S. warship in South China Sea. Chinese military is monitoring a U.S. warship, which entered Chinese territorial waters off the Qishi Islands in the South China Sea without permission, and has warned it to leave, a spokesman said on Tuesday. On Tuesday, a U.S. warship entered the territorial waters off the Qishi Islands in the South China Sea without China's permission. The Southern Theater Command of the People's Liberation Army deployed air and navy forces to monitor and verify the ship, and warned it to leave, according to Senior Colonel Li Huamin, a spokesperson of the command. The U.S. move has severely violated the relevant international law and was a serious infringement of China's sovereignty, said Li. China urges the U.S. to pay more attention on the domestic COVID-19 prevention and control work and stop military operations that are not conducive to regional security and peace and stability, he added. China warned a U.S. warship sailing near disputed islands in the South China Sea that it was violating the country's sovereignty and urged Washington to halt its provocative naval operations. The U.S. 7th Fleet said in a statement that its warship had sailed within 12 nautical miles of both Fiery Cross and Mischief Reefs, in order to challenge excessive maritime claims and preserve access to the waterways as governed by international law. China has constructed airstrips and other buildings on reclaimed land over the two reefs. The naval dispute also factors into broader U.S.-China tensions as the two countries engage in a bruising trade war and American lawmakers criticize the Hong Kong government's handling of pro-democracy protests that have raged for nearly 3 months. China has accused the U.S. of instigating protesters to violence and singled out an American diplomat's meeting with a prominent Hong Kong activist as evidence of foreign interference, claims that Washington denies. The Chinese military on Tuesday monitored a U.S. warship that entered Chinese territorial waters without permission and warned it to leave, Senior Colonel Li Huamin, spokesperson of the Southern Theater Command of the People's Liberation Army. The warning came after the U.S. warship entered territorial waters off the Qishi Islands in the South China Sea on Tuesday without China's permission. Such an act is hegemonic behavior which violates the international law.
ちで収めてるんですね。漂流物じゃなくて。
よくカモをさ、漁をする人。木でカモ。
Three, two, one.
Call them greyhounds, but they also refer to them as the workhorses of the Navy, pretty much because they're almost like this Swiss Army knife.
Obviously, in a name, we destroy stuff.